In the Torah portion of Bo, God gives the Jewish people the very first commandment. That commandment being to sanctify the new moon. In the time of the temple, individuals that happened to see the very first little glimmer of the new moon would go and serve testimony or witness to the high court and say they have seen the new moon. And if the testimony was tested and found to be true, word would go forth to each and every Jewish city so that people would know the new moon has arrived. And therefore, as a result, Jewish people would know when, for example, the holidays would fall. Now, it is not for no reason that the very first commandment given to the Jewish people was this sanctification of the full moon. Of course, as we just said, on a very literal level, it's necessary in order to know when all the festivals will fall, which is incredibly important. However, there's a deeper understanding that is brought forth by Rebbe Nachman. He explains that the Jewish people in Egypt fell to the 49th level of impurity. Basically, were it not for four things that the sages say that they kept while in Egypt, they would have fallen to the 50th level, a point which is beyond return, and as a result lost out on the possibility of redemption. Nevertheless, God did see that and quickly come to their rescue before they fell to that level. The idea here, says Rebbe Nachman, is something profound that shows how God came to redeem the Jewish people and how a person can come to redeem themselves from slavery of any kind, whether it be a temptation or a lust or a bad habit or a bad relationship with a certain substance or certain individual or certain environment. First thing, just like the new moon, when you are hit rock bottom and you are depressed and you're in a bad place when it comes to anything or in general, first thing in order to come to redemption is finding that glimmer of light like the new moon indicated. And when you find that glimmer of light, it could be finding a single good point in yourself. Perhaps once upon a time you did someone a favor. Perhaps you might not be the greatest person, but you have an honor that you give to your parents. When you're able to find something about yourself that's good, like dominoes, you will come to another thing and another thing, and slowly but surely fish yourself out of that deep hole that you find yourself in. Eventually, you'll be able to come to an expansiveness to redeeming yourself. You see, the key to redemption, the key to what it means to be on the side of holiness versus the other side, which is always related to darkness, depression, and the like, is happiness, the complete opposite. Ki b'tzimcha tetzeu, because in joy you will come out, showing that there is a deep correlation between joy, positivity, and redemption from enslavement. Therefore, in order to come out of any enslavement, one needs to come to a point of positivity, of optimism, of happiness. And this God was showing us with the very first deed, the very first commandment He gave to us. You have to, just like I did, find good points, even in the lowliest individual, even in yourself, if you wish to come to freedom. Shabbat Shalom.